Hello, I'm John with Roadkill Incorporated, where you can sell your MacBook, buy a MacBook, ask me hardware repair questions, all sorts of stuff. That is rdklinc.com, roadkillincorporated.com. So today I want to demonstrate the repair of a common issue. I call it the floppy screen issue. You can see there's some give in the screen there. It's not to be confused with a broken hinge. A broken hinge the screen would tend to fall shut and fall open. This is pretty stable when this happens. It's just that at any given position there's like a ½ inch of give, which is kind of annoying. This happens because connected to the screen assembly there are two little arms on either side that screw into the screen assembly and then also screw into the casing. Now this give happens when the screws connecting these arms to the screen assembly are loose. They come loose over time for whatever reason. There are 2 or 3 screws on either side depending on what model you're looking at. So I'm going to demonstrate how to fix this. The first step is taking the screen assembly off. I'm not going to demonstrate that because there are several models this happens with, several models of MacBook Pros, even happens with the A1342 white unibody. And depending on the model that you have, the screen assembly procedure is different, slightly different to do. So rather than try and show you all of the variations, I would suggest going to iFixit.com, that's IFIXIT.com, and look up your machine and choose the screen assembly replacement guide, and it will step you through removing the screen assembly from the machine. And then what I will do is I will continue from the point of you having removed the screen assembly. All right, now you can see I have the screen assembly removed, and I'll post a link to a common screen assembly removal or guide on iFixit in the notes below. So anyway, you can see that you can move these back and forth. So it's obvious we've got the right problem because the arms that I was talking about are loose. So pretty simple. You just need to remove this plastic hinge cover. So to do that, just push it to the left and then lift from the right side here. And it just lifts up like that. So put that aside. Now you can see what's going on. There are 2 screws on this side, and you can see it just moving around. The screws are obviously loose, and then on this side there's another screw, and then we have a similar situation on this side. So the screw configuration can vary depending on what model you're looking at, but it's all pretty similar. So this one has small Torx screws. So pretty much what you want to do is just tighten the screws. Make sure the arm is kind of level. You don't want it to be off at an angle or something. But you pretty much, yeah, they're very, very loose. And then I'll get the third one. All right, now that's not moving at all. Do the same to the other side. All right, so those are now tight. Sometimes you need to move these arms so that you can position the screen assembly back in the lower casing. What I'll do in that situation is I'll just, take one of these guys and just kind of grab it and then move it like this. It can be a little hard to do with your fingers. So the last step, which I may or may not be able to demonstrate well, is to put the cover back on, and it's basically a reverse. So hopefully I don't make a fool of myself. It's a little tricky. So basically what you do is you put it back over on the left side, All right, and then you get it going on the right side, and you want to make sure that sometimes the cables will be sticking out, jutting out, and you'll be crimping the cables. So make sure that the cables are inside the hinge, and then once you have it flush like this to the back, then you can just push it right, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there are some little plastic pieces in there, some little sort of side covers. So you want to push it such that it covers those up. There you go. So it's covered up on that side there. And of course a piece is falling out of the side. So I'll have to deal with that. Little one of those little side pieces splintered off. So anyway, that's basically it. Now the cover there is secure. You can reverse your iFixit guide directions in order to get this back on, and you should be all set. You should have a nice, solid moving screen hinge. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, check out rdklinc.com, roadkillincorporated.com, and I'll talk to you soon.